Hi, Bree.
Hello. I hope you
Amazing.
can hear me.
Yeah,
It looks like you can.
Yeah.
Yay!
So, quick little interlude episode because the USA Canada game is tomorrow.
And when we're recording this, in just about 24 hours.
Yeah, and
Which
I mean, when this goes up, it'll
Well,
be
you'll
today.
hear it, yes. But past us.
But so obviously the first game was extremely chippy. Sorry if you can hear, we're at another hockey game, so if there's other background noise, so sorry. But obviously the first game was extremely chippy. However, there weren't as many holy moly moments as far as superstars.
Yeah, minus the beginning. But if you're talking about goals or the actual play of it, it was kind of we were talking about how after that first period, it was just so slow.
The second
And
period
it was
really slow.
Yeah, which I guess you kind of expect when you start with a bang like that, which is not usually normal in the NHL when you get games like that. But yeah, it was exciting, but not as intense hockey wise.
It had the intensity of a game 7, that kind
Yeah.
of vibe. And I obviously
And it had both kinds of hockey in a game 7, the I'm gonna fight you, and then the hockey's so slow it's a normal, not slow, but you know what I mean. It's very defensive hockey. There's not a lot of scoring going on. It's more skating around than anything else. And yeah, both of that in that one game.
I'm curious to see how it goes tomorrow because obviously
so interesting.
Crosby and McDavid have made some moves, obviously, but they haven't taken over the tournament, I think, the way that everyone thought they would.
I know Sid is tied for the tournament lead in points, but
you would think he would be
not in the same
worlds beyond what is happening. And then
it's also hard to it's kind of hard to judge because they're only playing this is going to be their third game. No, fourth game. Yeah. And every other team only played 3. So it's a really small sample size. It's not Olympics where you're going to get a decent. But yeah, you're right. There's not a clear runaway. They're going to.
It's
an
gonna be
MVP.
a battle.
Yeah, if you had to pick one, it'd be kind of hard to choose.
At least right now.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have that McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby line, so the
usually on the power play,
for both teams have been lackluster, dare I say? Where
the U.S. one says, as I'm looking at the numbers, it's been so bad.
Yeah,
not bad, but it's bad.
You would think that power play unit would have demolished.
Yes,
at least Finland and Sweden. And no disrespect to Finland and Sweden,
no, not at all. And they kind of came out stronger. The first goal was on the power play, and I was like, oh, that's it. We're setting it up, and that's going to be what runs that team. And it really hasn't been, surprisingly enough. And I don't know why, but I wonder if that ends up being a problem for the U.S. today, whenever you're listening to this. Because I feel it wasn't as big of an issue in the last game, but I feel in this one it might, especially if there's a lot of penalties involved, it might be a problem. It might.
And I will say, we said this when we first talked about it. We said it when we talked about it when the tournament was closer. It's going to come down to a goalie off.
Yes.
Because obviously they're going to put Connor Hellebuck to start.
Yes.
And they're probably going to have Otter back him up.
Yes.
And they're going to put Binnington in goal for Canada. And
so many things. Why? I would also like to know why Canada brought 2 other goalies. If you're not even going to let them see ice time.
I know.
Just bring one. You don't even need a backup. It's just very interesting. I understand it in the sense of these strong play in the net, but if I had a game like that, I don't think he would be my starter. But also who I would play is probably not at that tournament in the first place.
Yes, exactly.
So.
But it just it's a very interesting comparative look because the players that Jack Hughes, Austin Matthews, where did they go? Where are they? What happened?
I think I was talking about somebody the other day about how what game was it? Larkin. It must have been that one, the Canada game, when Larkin scored the overtime. Yeah, or not the overtime, the game winner went. Yeah. And I was talking to one of my friends, and she was like, I'm kind of surprised that it was Jake Gensel and Dylan Larkin that won that game for them.
Yeah.
And I was like, not that Dylan Larkin or Jake Gensel are not great players. They absolutely are, and they're really great on their own teams. But, when you look at the roster, you don't think those are going to be the guys who are stealing a win for you. And ironically enough, Gensel is usually playing on the line with Jack and Matthews, which is funny that he's scoring all the goals and the other two are just kind of like,
Yeah.
hey. I know like Jack's got a couple of assists, I think, but it's very odd. Superstar-wise, as we always say, it's not who you think it would be.
Yeah. And then do we
Which is odd.
I don't know because I've been at work all day, but do we have an update on if Kale is playing tonight or not?
I believe he should be.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything that says he isn't.
Because also, like, throughout this entire tournament, we mentioned it on
they're all getting sick.
Monday as well.
They're all injured.
But,
and
like,
sick.
Makar and Hughes, are
Yes.
like, the top two defensemen for those teams, respectively, are not.
He came back. He played the Canada's game against, who did they just, Finland.
Yes.
The other day, he was in that one.
But, like,
they're still monitoring him. Yeah, but he should, I imagine, be in there.
But it's just interesting to see, like, how this tournament has, like, come down to the, like, there's no clear winner.
No.
And it's going to be an absolute bloodbath.
It's going to be crazy.
And
in,
also,
like, a good way.
Like,
hopefully.
I'm concerned, though, because I'm, like, I hope, I, like, obviously, like, I want to see a good game, but I don't want anyone to get, like, super duper injured.
And I think it's already been interesting with injury-wise and, like, players coming back to their teams, like, post this break, which is going to be interesting to see what the league's like. Now you hurt my star player and whatever's going to happen. But I want like a good hockey game where nobody gets hurt, but like it's fun and interesting and I'm on like the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Watch it be so boring. I hope not.
I hope the first two periods are
score a lot of goals,
uneventful, and then I hope the third period blows up.
Yeah,
that's the period I'll be able to watch.
Or like I don't even know. I just think it'll be very interesting goalie wise, and if they change lines, considering who was out for the U.S. the other day, how they adjust to that.
Well, because as of time of recording, Brady Tkachuk was not practicing. Matthew Tkachuk and Austin Matthews were both in the lineup for practice, so they were fine. But also, Chris Kreider scored 35 seconds into his first shift. So, like, maybe it's a mistake to not have him there.
Yeah.
It's so hard with these best on best because it's like, who do you play, who do you not play?
And, like, there's still so many players that didn't get to go and they weren't selected. But, like, you would obviously, like, if, again, there's only so many spots in a roster and there's only so many players that you can actually bring.
Yeah.
And I think I've talked about it a couple times where it's like you want your best players, but sometimes you don't want two of the same player. That's like you have to round out your lineup to have like you need a good fourth liner, you need someone who's going to do this. And sometimes, like when we thought about Cole, we're like, oh well, they probably have somebody who is similar enough to him. I don't even know who it would be.
But that's what I'm saying is we talked about this in like when the rosters first came out. I feel like the superstardom of this tournament is kind of affecting the play because I feel like I hope for the Olympics they look more at like building lines for it. Because I
think there's going to be like way more preparation too. So they'll have like they can evaluate your NHL players, and if they want to bring college kids or anybody else, they'll have more time to scout that.
But I feel like that's where this tournament is lacking a little bit because you're not having that connectivity between people who naturally play wing and play center and how all of that shakes out. And then you have like three centers on the line, and then
they're like, I want to play wing. I want to play wing.
And obviously, they're all great players, but
that's not their normal position too. So it's not going to click for them.
Exactly, and it's not.
And then you have to gel with other players who you don't always play with. So it's a lot to adjust to in a very short amount of time. And then you have to play a game, and then like that's it. Like there's no time for you to really get used to them.
So, yeah, I do think that there is like potential to change some things up for the Olympics.
Yes. I feel like that's more of a U.S. thing than the Canada. I feel like Canada is a very, like, if that isn't the roster they bring to the Olympics, maybe with a couple of changes, there better be some goalie changes for them, I feel. But I feel like the U.S. has way more decisions to make on their side of the roster for coming up with the Olympics than Canada does.
I would agree.
But,
and also, just to mention, like, Finland and Sweden, I do like their perspectives of how I think it was Jesper Bratt came out and was like, listen, like, obviously we didn't win, but we still went into that third game wanting to win.
They played so good that game, too.
Because they are looking towards the future. They're looking towards World Cup. They're looking towards the Olympics going, we want to have a good team that knows how to gel.
Yeah, and you said, like, most players that were named to these teams have a better shot of making your national team for the Olympics because the players, like the coaches and the GMs who are running these teams are pretty much the ones that will be doing it for the Olympics. So they kind of are scouting you not only through the season, but at this tournament as well.
I need Canada's, like, management to pull their heads out of their butts, though, and Like, listen, I
Get
get that.
some goaltenders, please.
I get that, like, maybe, like, there's more things that are happening that, like, we don't know if that player is like, really difficult to work with. But, like, also, it's a goalie, so, like, how much do you really have to work with them? Just put them in and let them do it.
Honestly.
I'm really excited for this game. I really hope that the top players show up because I feel like that's where this tournament has. It's a great tournament. We had like 10.2 million viewers across North America.
Yeah, I've been loving it. I've been loving it. I wish it was longer, kind of in the same sense, but also like not because
I also wish that the finals were on a weekend. I don't understand why it's a random Thursday. Like it should have either been President's Day, where most people had off of work, or it should be this Saturday.
Like, the scheduling of it's very odd.
Yeah,
but NHL for you. Typical. Thoughts are coming to our head.
I still think. Okay.
I said, you say on the last episode, I said Canada, you said US. I still stand by that. For me.
I think I still stand by it, if only for the goal. That's.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sounds like it like bleeped you out.
Yeah.
You didn't even say anything.
The goal horn over there doesn't agree with me. I think if only for the goaltenders, I think that the U.S. still takes it. I'm
absolutely
excited for this game. I hope that the power plays show up because I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of penalties.
And I think hopefully, I don't know who, but like I want all the goals to be like superstar goals. Give me one from everyone.
I would love to see because listen, I love a good goalie. I'm a goalie girl. I'm a goalie girl. However, these stats don't matter for them for Vezina and stuff. No. So I want to see 7 to 10 goals.
So I mean, just don't put the goalie in the net.
Yeah,
have get someone that's gonna play in your fourth line. Have them play goalie. That's it. That's what I want.
As much as I love a good goalie save and I love watching goalies play, I want to see goals, scored.
I want
because it's also more fun and in that atmosphere at TD Garden. I'm very excited. I think that this tournament was a success.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a bingo thing for us.
Yes.
I said that.
I'm
proud of
us.
Future, everybody.
We finally get
That's
the
first one we've got. Good thing it didn't tank because I was writing on our bingo spot.
But I am excited. I think it's going to be good. You say Canada, I say US.
Yeah, I think we'll go with it. I'll stand by it. I'm okay with it. I have a preference for who I want to win.
We're so horrible for that because everyone hates
us.
But
I just want some good hockey. Yeah, and it's not going to affect me. I don't want to say I don't care.
Players on both teams.
Yes, exactly. So I think it'd be cool to see either of them win.
Yeah.
So
I also just another shout out for these jerseys. I'm going to see them in person tomorrow.
Yes.
And I am so excited because they are fantastic.
Every time the matchup of them color wise, although I'm still not sold in the US's, but it has to be navy blue because Finland's is blue. But
I'm also not sold that we should bring back whites for home jerseys.
No, I hate that idea.
Color.
I also hate that idea. But when it was US Sweden that one and Sweden and Canada, I was just seeing all the color on the ice was so sick to me because we're not used in the NHL. One team's always wearing a white jersey usually. So I like the double home color. It's fun.
But I don't know that I would like it in the NHL.
No, also I feel it to be so overstimulating.
Yes, I agree.
Also there's teams that have two similar colors sometimes, and I feel that'd be a lot.
Yes.
So
could you imagine the Oilers and the Islanders?
No. Could you please? They're Caps, Devils, all red.
Oh, gosh.
Who's on whose team?
No
I would
idea.
know. But
that's Jack accidentally passed over to Jesper.
Yes, I know.
Yesterday, and I was oh, what, buddy?
Usually yes. Not today. But yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
I hope you guys liked our little bonus episode.
This was fun.
Let's go good hockey.
Tell us, let's go good hockey.
It's just the Minnesota let's play hockey. Yeah. That's all I want.
We're just excited for whoever wins.
Yeah,
and loses. It's okay. Either way.
And we'll see you guys on Monday with a new episode.
See you then.
Bye.